everybody, it's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's homeschooling video because if you watch my channel and you've watched it at all this school year, you would have probably seen back at the beginning of the school year I did a first day of homeschooling vlog, kind of day in the life video, and today is going to be my last day of homeschooling for the current school year, the 2018-2019 school year. What's really exciting about this video also, other than the fact that it's the last day of school, is it's actually a collaboration with my friend Ashley here on YouTube. Her channel is called Grace and Grit. She is a mom of 4 who homeschools, does personal training on the side, and has a YouTube channel, obviously. She's amazing, she's so motivational, and I really have loved watching her channel and following their journey. Make sure you head on over to Ashley's channel and check out her last day of homeschool and then all of the other videos on her channel. I know you guys will fall in love with her. Subscribe to her and tell her that I sent you. If you're coming to me from Ashley's channel, hey, I am a homeschooling mom of 2 girls. I have a 15-year-old and a 9-year-old. I make homeschooling videos, Disney videos, cleaning, organizing, how to save money, haul videos, lots of stuff like that. So hopefully you'll find tons of videos on my channel that look interesting and then you'll subscribe and become part of my YouTube channel family. So our day today didn't start until 8:30. I feel like we're just dragging by the time the end of the school year comes. So I let the girls sleep in, and this is the state of our homeschool room now that our homeschool year is coming to an end. It's so funny how it starts out all pretty and organized, and now there's just junk everywhere and crafts all over the desk and a sign that still says Happy Valentine's Day. Obviously, I'll be working on this over the summer, and I may share a homeschool room tour for you guys like I usually do if I get a chance, but this is what it looks like right now, like real life homeschool. It's not pretty to look at. I've got that pink bin there that I'm going to be using to store next year's school papers. I've got curriculum that's already been coming in those shelves and a bag of Goodwill stuff, so it's just pretty much a mess. But that's okay. You know, we just made it through another year, and I'll get it straightened up and back to in order over the next few months. But so like I said, I am going to be making another storage tote for the girls' work. That's how I store their work as they complete it. I did a video about this. I will link it below. But I do have that pink tote sitting out, so I can go ahead and make next year's storage tote. So I just put a folder for each month of the school year for each girl. And then after each month is complete, I take the papers and put them straight in these folders. And that way I can keep the work sorted by month and by child. And then the storage bins go in the garage. So that's how I've been storing the papers now for a few years, because I like to keep pretty much everything. So it keeps them organized, and then once they're in the garage, they're out of the way. And then during the school year, one of the totes will stay under my desk in here, and then the rest of them go out in the garage.
Even if it hurts me or I get scared, just come take this risk now. We'll be prepared. I run
away. Lesson 3. Last spelling test until August. I'm excited. Write neatly. You ready?
Hurts me or I get scared. Just come take this risk now. We'll be prepared. I run away. I run away.
I hope you guys enjoyed getting that little look into our last day of homeschool. I'm sure Ashley probably has a lot more footage than I do of that part of her day, because she does show her kids in her videos and I don't show mine in my videos. So it limits me quite a bit on what I can actually show of our homeschool day. But obviously I still have a lot to do to get ready for a new school year and close up this current school year, or this one that just ended. I do have to work a lot on my oldest daughter's report card and transcript over the summer. There's some things I've got to figure out. This is my first year having to keep official records like that for high school. So that's something I'm going to have to work out over the summer. I do know already what we're doing as far as curriculum choices for my soon-to-be 4th grader. And I have a lot of things figured out for my oldest daughter too, but not quite as many things done for her because, you know, being in high school, you've got a lot more choices, you've got a lot more requirements, you've got a lot more electives to pick from that we can, you know, add to her curriculum. So I will get that finished, and those videos, those curriculum choices videos will be up sometime in the summer. They may not be the same week, but they will be coming up this summer, so make sure you stay tuned for those. And now I just really want to share with you guys kind of my end of the year recap, what worked, what didn't, and kind of my thoughts going forward. And by the way, if you hear lots of excessive tweeting, I've got the windows open. It's a really nice day here, and the birds are going like bonkers right now. So hopefully you don't mind the sound of birds because they're going crazy. Okay, so ninth grade, finishing ninth grade, the first year of high school went really well. I realize it's probably the easiest it's going to get as far as high school and homeschool is concerned, because we didn't have anything terribly like required of us that we had to do. She didn't really have to do any testing for college or anything like that. We did look at a lot of the college requirements to kind of get an idea and a framework of her curriculum and her years in high school, but still, it was a pretty easy year. She chose French for her elective, or one of her electives. So she has been doing Living Language, which is a program I got off Amazon, and also Duolingo, and she's learned a lot. And she also watches a TV show that has a lot of French subtitles, or it's all in French. And so she's been watching that and has learned a lot that way. So that's been really fun. Her other elective was PE and health. So one semester of PE, one semester of health. That went really well. The only thing that we haven't done yet that I'm going to add to that curriculum is she's going to be taking a CPR first aid class over the summer, which I think is a great thing really for anybody to do. Like I said, record keeping has been going well. It's my first year actually keeping a report card, although I haven't finished it yet. And then obviously transferring that to her transcript is something I'm going to have to work on over the summer, but that is something that I've at least got the ball rolling on. And I do have a video of the report card program that I'm using. It's free. I will link that video for you guys. Actually, it's linked in my homeschooling playlist, so check out that link in my description box. Every homeschooling video is in that playlist, including how I'm doing report cards. So pretty much the bulk of what I have to do yet for my soon-to-be 10th grader is research on, next year is going to be 10th grade, sophomore year. There's a little bit more prep for college involved, a little bit more graduation requirements involved. So I've got to figure that out. I did get a book from Amazon that was highly recommended. So I'm going to be reading either all or some of that over the summer as it pertains to us at this point in time to figure out, what my next step should be. Doing more research about dual credit and scholarships and maybe her career path, maybe, having her find ways for her to look into other types of careers that she may want to pursue. I know she thinks she knows what she wants to do, but it's kind of a broad topic. We really need to kind of start narrowing that down into a couple specific choices, so that will help me when planning her curriculum, if I know more specifically what she's interested in. Also, I do know a couple things we changed this year that are going to be following us into next year, and one of those is history. We're going to be adding a distance learning program for history for her, both girls actually, but you'll see more about that in the 10th graders curriculum choices video later this summer. For my 3rd grader, she's 9, and I think so far this has been the best year for her, really for both of us. I think we finally hit on curriculum that is good for both of us, and so we really didn't have very many changes at all. We did change history. Like I said, we're going to be doing something different for next year for both girls with history. Math has stayed the same. A lot of things have stayed the same because they're working so well for her and they're working so well for me. So that's really exciting. She finished All About Reading level 4 about midway through 3rd grade, which was super exciting. We've done all 4 levels with All About Reading. I cannot say enough good things about that program. I really love it. It was perfect for her. It was really the guidance that I needed to have to help to teach her to read. And I cannot say enough good things about it. I've talked about it in so many videos before. Again, those are linked in my homeschooling playlist if you want to hear more about different experiences that I had along the way using All About Reading. And if you want to see what we're doing now for reading, then definitely check that homeschooling playlist because all of those videos are in there. One thing I'm really looking forward to for next school year is adding a lot more independent reading and a lot more required reading that she's going to have to do research projects or book reports about. We have touched on writing a book report in her English curriculum, which is the Bob Jones English. And so now that we kind of have the steps and the foundation there, I'm really excited to give her, chapter books as an assignment and say, read this book and then we're going to do a book report or you're going to do a project or something like that. So I'm really looking forward to adding more of that to her curriculum. For math, she's been working through Teaching Textbooks Math 4. It is still a great fit for her. It's a great fit for me. I think she's doing really, really well. And this year in particular, math really clicked for her. I'm not saying it's always going to click for her. I know it's going to get harder as time goes on, but a lot of the things that she was struggling with in 2nd grade, really she's figured out and is doing really well with in 3rd grade. And so I'm really excited to keep on with teaching textbooks. We use that for both girls. I love it. And again, it's another program that I just cannot live without in our homeschool. We also changed her science curriculum. We went to Bob Jones Science, and so far that's been going really well. So that's going to be something that's going to be continuing on into next year. We also added handwriting back into her curriculum, which I talked about in my How I Teach Handwriting video a week or so ago. I talked about, we took it out. I thought she really didn't need a dedicated handwriting curriculum, but then I found that she really did. And then going forward, teaching her cursive, which I think is really important. She's going to be getting those cursive handwriting skills from this curriculum too. So if you want to see what we're using for handwriting, definitely check out the How I Teach Handwriting video. It's linked in, guess where? My homeschooling playlist. Everything is linked there. Spelling is going to continue on with what I talked about in my How I Teach Spelling video a couple weeks ago, so that's not going to change. So overall, it was a great year. We had very minimal changes. We were able to finish full curriculums before we decided to switch to something else, so that was a really nice thing because I feel like it wasn't quite an upheaval in the school year to just change midstream multiple times. So that was really good. I really feel like it was our best homeschool year yet. It was easy. It was the easiest one we've had. It's probably not going to be that way next year because I'll have a 10th grader and things are going to continue to get more difficult, but it went really, really fast. We didn't have any issues really, and both girls did really, really well. Something that was a little bit different though was once we finished what we were using for history, which was the Good and the Beautiful's year 1 course, that was our last group subject that we've done together. Now both girls are completely non-grouped. My oldest daughter does all of her work independently, and my youngest daughter does her work either with me or she has a lot of independent work as well. So that's been a different change to not do a group subject, at least one, because prior to this, we've always had at least one group subject. So that's a little bit different. It's working out okay. I haven't really missed it necessarily, but it is just something that it's been a change that I wasn't used to because we always have had at least one subject together. So that is pretty much our 2018-2019 homeschool year kind of in review, and then a little bit of our day on our last day of school. I really hope you enjoyed this video to get a sneak peek into our homeschool life, the mess that my homeschool room is right now, and then just kind of a recap of how the year went. I really hope you enjoyed it. And like I mentioned multiple times in the video, any homeschooling video that I've made, whether it's curriculum choices or anything like that, it's all in my homeschooling playlist, which is linked for you guys in the description box. There are tons of videos there that will pretty much give you an answer to any question you may have about curriculum or a homeschool room or where our desks came from or anything like that. All of that lives in that playlist. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos, which is every week. And also don't forget to go over to Ashley's channel, Grace and Grit. Check out her video today and all of her other videos. I know you guys will fall in love with her. She's adorable. So make sure you go over there and visit her and subscribe to her channel as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.